Okay, so I'm working on our info, but I'm going to do a short little vid. Check this out. It's unbelievable. Okay, y'all remember these images of Barack Obama right here? They tried to disprove it, so people have vetted the image. They vetted it. They tried to prove that it was fake. No one can really prove it's fake. There hasn't been any demonstrable proof of it being fake. Um, let's move on to the video I did for you guys. I don't know, let's see when it was, June 13th. This is a video everybody should really watch just because it's got so much data. Let me show you something real quick.
This is also referred to in the Quran. The coming of the Mahdi will be when the sun rises from the place of its setting.
Okay, so the coming of their Mahdi, which is the one that will bring about the Islamic Jihad, will be preceded by the sun rising from the place of its setting. Okay, now that is like one of their prophecies considering the coming of their Messiah. Whose Messiah? The Islamic Messiah. Okay, well, we all know that Obama's Islam. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He put the Muslim Brotherhood throughout the government. So check this out. So we have all this evidence that shows who this guy is, and he never really disappeared, did he? Have y'all ever heard of a president that never really disappeared? And he's out there, at the center, he's front and center of the IG hearings. Who do you think everybody's protecting? Who do you think Comey's protecting? Who do you think all these people are protecting? Loretta Lynch and Rice. I mean, they're all protecting their king, the Antichrist, Barack Obama. All roads lead right back to Obama. Everything, all the lies, all the deception in the government goes right back to the Obama White House. We all know that. Anybody with a brain knows that. Now watch this. I showed you that on his mother or his in vitro, whatever it is, whoever carried him, and I don't know how Obama came about. I don't know whether or not he was just a clone, whether or not he was, fertilized and put inside Stanley Ann Dunham. Who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. But on Stanley Ann Dunham, who's allegedly his mom, her passport from Indonesia reads Sobarka for Barack Hussein. It says, let's look at what it says. Let me show you what it says. Watch.
Now I would like for you to listen to this video by the P.P. Simmons Group. And we'll put the pieces together for you shortly after we run the video from Mr. Simmons.
In a heavily resourced and documented article at AmericanThinker.com titled Barack Hussein Sobarka by Jason Kistner, we find some amazing discoveries regarding the identity problem of Barack Hussein Obama. Jason Kistner is an associate professor of criminology at California State University, Fresno. Following is an edited synopsis of that article with an absolutely surprising find by the P.P. Simmons staff at the end of this video. One of the unexplained mysteries in the all but missing documentation of the early life of Barack Obama is the appearance of the name Sobarka as his last name on an official document filled out by his mother. We are in possession of Stanley Ann Dunham Sotoro's 1968 application to extend her 1965 passport for an additional 2 years.
Okay, so there you go. So I've shown you guys that when you take the name Sobarka and you write it backwards and you break it down, it's Hakrab Eos. And Hakrab is scorpion and Eos is goddess of the dawn. I mean, this is just literally a no-brainer. Anybody that knows how the occult works, they turn things out, they invert everything. That's their deal. Why do you think the symbol of the occult is an inverted cross? They wear it on their necks, they'll wear an inverted cross. Now watch this. Here's the big news. Okay, y'all know that recently Barack Obama came out and no one can prove that image is phony, where he's got, this this garb on with his buddy that's the donor. Forgot his name. So anyway, so there's all this evidence. We've got tons of evidence, tons of evidence. But watch this. Let me show you a search on Google. Obamas coronatus. Okay. Read it for yourself. Just look. You know what? I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to do it right in front of you. I'm going to copy it. I'm opening a new window. I'm going to paste it right here in front of you. Hit enter, and there it is. Obamas coronatus. I just did it right in front of you. So there can be no question whether or not this is real. You can go do it yourself right now. Pause my video and go do it. Okay, Obamas coronatus. Scientists keep naming discoveries after Obama. This is they say 550 million year old. Scientists discover fossil of ancient sea creature. Name it after Obama. Let's click on that right there. Okay, scientists discover a fossil of ancient sea creature. Name it after President Barack Obama. It lived an uneventful life in Earth's oceans. Look at this right here. See that number 500? They always use numbers to convey their meanings. That's the way they operate. They use numbers in commercials. They use numbers in articles in front of you. That's how they communicate to their own right in front of your face, because they know all about this stuff. All the sheep are walking around deaf, dumb, and blind. They don't know how they communicate. They don't know that you're completely surrounded by them. And so, you just live out your life, and they live out their lives, and everybody ends up losing their soul because you're led into a life of sin and you never came to the knowledge of the truth. You never got converted. And then you end up as food for a bunch of locusts in the pit. Watch this. Just watch. Watch. Okay. So this fossil lived an uneventful life. Let's see. There we go. It lived an uneventful life in Earth's oceans 500 million years ago, but now this newly discovered creature has an unusual honor. It has been given the scientific name of Obamas coronatus. I'm sorry, let me look at you for a second. Yeah, it's like, whatever. That's wonderful. Okay. A name that honors President Barack Obama's passion for science. Whatever. Coronatus means crowned. So it means Obama is crowned. And so then you can go read all the nonsense about, where it existed and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing. 500 million years ago. That's your little red flag right there. Okay? And Obama's coronatus. Let me show you something real quick. Okay, so we know that the pit's can open and they are going to ascend out of the bottomless pit. That's what the Bible says. That he ascends out of the bottomless pit. And let's see what the number 500 is. Remember, it just happens to be, it's not 550 million years. They put in the article 500 million years. I wonder how they came up with that number. That's an interesting number. Let's see what it means in the Hebrew lexicon. It means God is ascending right there in front of your face. God is ascending. I want to thank my friend Alyssa Howard. She sent this to me this morning. I was like, you've got to be joking. There it is. Look. God is ascending. That's the meaning of the number 500. Right there. See, he's posing as God, standing in the temple of God, claiming to be God. Remember, be still and know that I am God at the One World Freedom Tower. Because the two twin towers, the twins, Cain and Abel, became one World Freedom Tower. So now they have their freedom in their king, which is Barack Obama. Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but I saw this the other day, and Dave the Wave called me and said, hey, I'm going to send you this video. I haven't found it. I saw it the other day. Y'all can go find it yourselves. But during the Laura Ingraham session, during one of her programs just the other day, across the bottom, where the closed captioning is, it said that Barack Obama is the real Messiah. while she was doing one of her programs. Now, y'all can go look yourself. I don't know if it's been someone was really good at altering video or if it's actually original. I heard it's an original, but I'm not going to, I haven't vetted that. So you can go vet that on your own, but this is vetted. This is vetted. So here you go. So in the number 500, you're looking at it right in front of your face, 0500. It means God is ascending. Okay, well, let's think about this for a second. Where did they find this alleged 500 million year old Obamas coronatus? Down at the bottom. Get it? Oh, it's down at the bottom, and we found it, and we named it Obamas coronatus. So let's read that again. So here we go. Scientists just discovered two bizarre new creatures that roamed oceans 500 million years ago. It lived an uneventful life in Earth's oceans there 500 million years ago. So that's where it was brought up from, the depth of the ocean. So you guys can go read, you can go read the whole thing. I'm sure there's more to it. Fossils of the ancient sea creature were embedded in sandstone in Australia. Oh, the land down under. Wait a minute. Let me just do this to all the Obama minions that think they're pulling the wool over the sheep's eyes. Wait a minute. This is for you guys. In Australia, the land down under. Oh, that's very cryptic. It's like dorks. In Australia, the land down under, and were named Obamas coronatus right there. So the sea creatures were found embedded in sandstone in the land down under, cryptic, and were named Obamas coronatus. Obama is crowned. Let me tell you something. I don't know that I believe any of this. I don't know that I believe they found a fossil. I don't know that I don't even believe it. I believe they wrote the article saying they did. Maybe they did, but who cares? You really are telling us that there's a fossil from the land down under named Obamas coronatus. Okay, well, here's a really good one. You know the Jen Air commercial I showed y'all the other day? We're going to revisit it. Yeah, we're going to revisit the Jen Air commercial. You guys are going to, because when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, you're absolutely crazy. So we're going to revisit the Jen Air commercial, and y'all are going to be stunned. I'll do it today because it's going to be a shorty. It's going to be a short little commercial. I'm going to work on the folders I told you I'm working on. So you guys can just click open one folder and you'll have the data from beginning to end. And I mean, no one will be able to argue the data. No one. All right, there you go. Obamas coronatus. Woo-hoo. Oh, let's see. The researchers dubbed the fossil bed Alice's restaurant bed. Let's look up the name Alice. I don't know what Alice means, but let's just do it. Let's just look it up together. I have no idea if the name is significant. It usually always is. I'm doing this live. I have no idea what this, like Alice in Wonderland. There you go. It means of the nobility. The English meaning of the name Alice is of the nobility. I did this live, folks. This is without any safety net. I didn't know what that was going to say. Oh, Alice's restaurant bed because we're the food source. Ah! We're not in Kansas anymore, folks. Kansas is gone. Yikes. Yeah, look, there it is. Of the nobility, from German Adalheidis, meaning nobility. So then that's why the idea of Alice in Wonderland Nobility in Wonderland. That's interesting. So there you go. Again, let's look at that one more time. Obama's coronatus. So it means Obama is crowned, and it's 500 million years. And so Strong's 500 means God is ascending. They found it at the bottom of the damn ocean. And they decided to name the place where they found it. They decided to name the place where they found it in the land down under. They decided to name that place Alice's Restaurant Bed. And Alice means of nobility. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. And that his last name's Scorpion, Goddess of the Dawn, ascending out of the bottomless pit. Y'all know what's coming? I told you. I told you what I was supposed to do. Warn everybody that locusts are coming, because guess what? Before I ever got saved, I carved it all in my artwork so the Lord would know that I knew who I was, because this is too much for any human being to deal with on this kind of a level. It's like, whoa. Okay, there it is. God bless you guys. Have a great day.